Well, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us. I am Iyori Folarin. Hope you had a great weekend. And well, so we're here now, and we'll pick it up. That is to say, you know, it's always about current affairs. And what has come into the forefront over the past week or so has been this whole issue of an alleged Christian persecution in Nigeria. Most Nigerians would have been shocked, surprised to hear that. That's just not something that we do, so to speak. That is part of us. Although when you look at, and let me quickly introduce Honorable Ehezua Agbonayima. He's a federal commissioner of the Code of Conduct Bureau. Thank you very much for coming on. This is a subject that you are very, highly invested in, and it's been coming for a while. Whereas most people might have heard about this, as I said, in the past week or two, when it suddenly become an issue with Senator Ted Cruz and all these people not being here, but speaking as if they were, which means that they are really reporting hearsay. Anyhow, it's been very much up for discussion, and so we'll look at it today. The Christian genocide in Nigeria. Of course, the Senate, our own Senate, and I dare say the House of Reps, they've countered those claims. But where do you think all of this is coming from? You will not be surprised, because I've just been saying that you've been involved in this cause. It goes back to your time in the House of Representatives, so it's been quite a while. Please, just sort of situate it for us.
Well, thank you, Mr. Yuri, and good morning to our viewers out there. People might not even know me as Yozua. People always know me as Honorable EJ. So Honorable
EJ. Yeah, that is Ehezua J. Agbonayima
Johnson. So that's my initial.
EJ.
Yeah. But just to throw more light to the pending issue, it's just too unfortunate. Over the years, I'm talking about even before I got to the House of Reps, I was the board of director of Nigerian Railway then. I saw what was going on. I visited, U.S. then, with late Congresswoman Sheila Jackson-Lee, Congressman Stockman and Wickers, and many others. There was an issue that came up about human rights. That they were talking about. There's a lot of violation, that killing Christians and all that. For me, yes, there are killings. Both Christians, both Muslims, non-Christians, non-Muslims are being killed. When you now generalize it as like stereotyping that Christians are being killed,
and genocide. Then call it genocide. Which means it has the hands of the government.
I'm saying this for God's sake. Only the truth shall set us free. I don't believe that the government have hands in this. I don't. Talking about genocide. No responsible government would like to be involved or be part of such hilarious, satanic, evilish act. One soul, the death of one soul, one Nigeria, every Nigerian should stand up to say no. I could remember when we had the issue of Zakibian, Odi massacre, thief in Benue, when a whole community were wiped off during the Obasanjo regime. I could remember when I took it upon myself, Ambassador, a very wonderful man who was in the US then, Ambassador Keshi, they were all in the United States. I took it upon myself to mobilize the Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International, and other organizations. They joined me in a very huge protest in Houston, Texas. We had one in Washington, D.C., the White House. We went further to also organize one in Houston. That was when Mr. President, former President Obasanjo was coming. When we saw the way some Nigerians have been killed. And that, as at that time, it was, I would say, during Obasanjo, it was the military that killed innocent Nigerians. So, for me, I couldn't take it. We mobilized. But I want to tell you, beyond that, we as people should stand to defend and say the way it is. But what has been going on now, what I've seen, hearing, it is our own right to present our own story to the international community. This is what we are hearing, that Nigeria is involved, Nigerian government is involved in a genocide. That is suicidal. If, for instance, if there's any little wings or information that I will believe that this government is involved in this genocide, I, Yozuwa Johnson Agbonyima, will join millions of our sons and daughters living abroad. I lived over there for many years to protest against the injustice. But that is not the case. This is a different case entirely. So I sympathize with the family of the lost ones. Let us not begin to whip sentiment, making derogatory statement of our country. Senator Ted Cruz, he represented the state of Texas, where I lived. Yes, the information before him is for the fact that somebody presented their own case. We should be allowed to present our own case. But unfortunately, I will say this without missing words. Do we have the right people in Washington, D.C., at the Nigerian embassy in Washington, D.C.? Do we have the right people? What is the foreign affair? What are they doing? What are they doing? I could remember when I had a meeting with the chairman of the foreign affairs, Congressman Christopher Smith, that have done so much. He's a Republican, a high-ranking senior member of the United States Congress. We had that meeting. I was trying to say, Mr. Congressman, have you, then the Congressman Sheila Jackson-Lee is late now, may her gentle soul rest in peace. Can I call the Nigerian ambassador? Do you know what they asked me? They said, do you have an ambassador here? I was shocked, coming from the chairman of foreign affairs and another ranking member, Congressman Sheila Jackson-Lee. They were the one, I said, and after that meeting, I went to the embassy to see the ambassador. I was kept for almost an hour plus, until I got upset. I said, look, I didn't come here to beg for money. I only came here because there are ways and means to go about things. You are here to relate with the Congress, with the State Department, with the White House, with every government. That's what you should do. You must have communication. Mr. President is not in America, but you are the one representing Nigeria's interests here. So try to do the right thing, having a bilateral relationship between Nigeria and the United States government. That was not done. So what we are hearing now is some group of people that have been able to present themselves in various times, that is at the Congress, talking about during the public hearing. They said, well, there are killings, especially that the one that happened of recent about the Benue, that people that were killed. And these people have seen it, that people be born to death, children born to death. Nobody will be happy to see such a thing. No man or woman, blood flowing through you, will see the kind of killings, burning of children, men and women, building properties. We will take it lightly and be happy. Yes, they have presented their own case. It is also led for we, as a people, Nigerian government, to be able to present their side. That is why I'm saying, what is the U.S. Nigerian embassy in Washington, D.C., the staff, what are they doing? What are their responsibilities? What are the things that I'm saying that the foreign affairs, these are the roadmap, the strategy, how to, at least to inform the international community that the position they are taking about the genocide, it is not true, it is not correct. Yes, people have been killed. Yes, Christians have been killed. Yes, Muslims have been killed. Yes, non-Muslim, non-Christian have been killed in this country.
Exactly.
But to not just generalizing and having stereotyping that, oh, the government are the one involved in this massacre.
And that Christians are being targeted.
Christians are being targeted.
That is how it was framed.
I visited so many IDP centers. When I was in the House of Reps, up to now, my birthday is tomorrow, I plan to visit some IDP center and some orphanage homes. Now, if you go to IDP center, people displaced, there are more Muslims. Now, I want us to live together as one family. Growing up in this country, I saw this country. It was a Muslim guy, that taught me ROK in my secondary school days. I studied Islamic religious knowledge before I now changed to BK, Bible knowledge. All of them preaches love. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not rob. So at the end of the day, how do we get here that we are killing ourselves?
One moment, please. Elder David, good morning to you, sir.
Morning, sir. Thank you, Yori. Happy New Week.
Indeed. Same to you, sir.
May God bless Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We do respect to those who are there. We should be very careful. There is no religion genocide in Nigeria here. People are trying to create problem. If I may ask, is it the Christians that are killing people in Katsina, the worst place, or in Zamfara, or in Kaduna, or other places? When they are talking that it is a Christian, I'm a Christian myself. There is nothing like that. What is happening in Nigeria today? Christian does not have a mark. The Muslim does not have a mark. Ifa Orisha don't have a mark. Hindus in Nigeria don't have a mark. The terrorism all over, like what is happening in America, where somebody will enter a church and carry a gun and kill everybody there. If a Nigerian senator have accused the American government now, they will call our ambassador there. Why are we giving preference to American ambassador in Nigeria instead of me to deny it? Because our press are not helping us. They are being used by politicians to propagate lies. Anyway, by the grace of God, God will judge everybody according to his own character. It's a politician that are actually telling lies, using the press to be deceiving Nigeria.
Yeah.
Anyway, we thank God for one thing, that all the criminal activity in Nigeria is coming down under this government. May God bless Nigeria. This God-ordained government, nothing will happen. This government will rule to 2031 because God have ordained it. Nobody will change it. And may God bless Nigeria. May God bless those who believe it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Elder David. Just as he was, and that reminds me that I think, was it last week? Yeah, last week. Today's Monday. Last week, President Tinubu received, I think it was the equivalent of our own advisor to the president who had visited Nigeria. And, he had said that he was satisfied that there was not genocide like that. But just as you were explaining, that there were some issues. There were some issues.
Yeah, there will always be issues. Even in America, there are issues. You could see how children pick up guns, going to schools, killing innocent children. Are you with me?
Yes.
But that does not mean that the government is involved. No. So what I'm saying is that it is Senator Ted Cruz's right to present his case. It is also our own right for him to hear from us, because already have heard from others, and they have presented their own case to the Senate and to the Congress.
And that's what he is parroting.
That's what he's parroting. But what now happened for us being able to present our own case, that this is what happened? The government have nothing to do with it. I'm not a government spokesperson,
yes.
But I'm speaking as a Nigerian who care, who means well, who want to see Nigeria coming together as one family, because this is our country.
I wonder if we have peopled our embassies with ambassadors, because there was a time when we were told that they were taking it a bit easy there. It wasn't an easy thing to do. It wasn't an inexpensive thing to do. And so it's like it's a work in progress, I believe. So maybe that has been part of why we might have lacked, you know, representation or within the Nigerian High Commission there. But I also have someone on the line. Good morning, Mr. Yakub.
Good morning, and then good morning to your guest.
Okay.
Thank you. Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, I totally agree with the last caller, and then extension to your guest in the studio. Usually, the truth of the matter is that the USA as a country, they know this what they are talking about. They know that it is a lie from the pit of fire. Usually, I stand to be corrected as well. I can tell you, the people that lost their life, their soul rest in perfect peace. Since when the terrorism started in Nigeria, I can tell you there are more Muslims that died than the Christians, without not being a religious or something thereabout. Because if you see the northern part of this country was dominated by the Muslims. Essentially, I don't know why these people are not seeing this. The Nigerian people, we are not divided. They are just trying to be dividing us. I can tell you for free this point. I have a lot of Christians in my family. My elder sister, the same father, the same mother is a Christian. What do you want to tell me? That I should hate my blood sister because she's practicing another religion? And then she knows that I'm a all repentant Muslim. So we have been together since our mother born us. So, and now, you guys are now telling us that there's a genocide going on in Nigeria. Okay, let's even see this. What are the U.S. now talking about the Palestinians? There's no genocide going on in Palestine. They have never mentioned genocide in USA. That the genocide is going on in Palestine because of their own selfish interest. So, Nigerian citizens should stay firm. We are continuing to live together in peace. No country can divide us. And then, as your guest rightly said, what is the ambassador to USA? What is he doing? Those are the things that we should be able to respond to. You are our representative in that country, and then they say something like that. We have never heard him say anything. It should be recalled. It's not what to call ambassador to the United States of America, and then ambassador to the representative United States of America here in Nigeria. The Senate House was supposed to summon him as well. For him to come and prove to the Nigerian citizens that it's a genocide decree that we are killing Christians. What kind of nonsense is that? Good morning, and God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much for calling in, Yakub.
You see what, thank you to the caller, as far back as July, Mr. Yuri, as far back as July 2014, there was a public hearing on the issue of the human right in Nigeria. I think I told you before. This is the document here. This is the public hearing. This is what negated me, that moved me.
Is that the one that goes back to, that's way back, 2014?
July 10, 2014. And guess what? That's what, motivated me to draft, to formation of that U.S. Congressional Nigerian Caucus. In the history of the United States, no African country has been a member of the United States Congressional Caucus. That was with the help of the late Congressman Shila Gasili, Congressman Stockman, Congressman Christopher Smith, and many other Republicans and Democrats who stood, and it was approved by the United States Congress. The aim is for us to be able to work together to have a very robust bilateral relationship so that they can speak on the interests of Nigeria, putting Nigeria in their own mindset, how to help Nigeria in education, in other areas of endeavor. But guess what? Have we followed this to the latter? We have people. I remember when the U.S. congressional delegation came to Nigeria. And when they came, we had a very closed-door meeting with former President Buhari in the villa. And I tell you, the former NSA was there in that meeting with other congressmen, congressional delegation from the United States. As a result of the problem that we were hearing, this genocide has been ongoing for many years, try to say Nigeria is this, is that. As at then, under former President Buhari government. But that is why I decided to help to propose to write this Congressional Nigerian Caucus that was approved by United States Congress. Now, let me tell you this. At the end of the day, what have we achieved? What have we done with it? Do you know, then former President Buhari said to the NSA, he said, please, I want you to work closely with Honorable EJ on this issue. From that day, I called him. He said, oh, he's traveling. When he returned by, he will call me. Till before he left, nobody touched the matter again. Now, they are resurrected again. Now we are hearing about...
So all that time, you know, because this matter of our ambassador, President Buhari appointed Dr. Mrs. Uzoma Emenike, you know, as in 2021 as our ambassador. I don't believe that she has been recalled, or shall I say I don't know. And that's because we haven't heard her voice in all of this. Maybe if we had. I also need to take, I think Mr. George has come on the line. Good morning, Mr. George. Did I miss that? Oh, okay.
Let me tell you.
Yes.
The chairman, there's a young man, my very close friend, Mr. Izzy Fafa, that have been with me on this part. That you can see, this letter was written March 16, 2017, to His Excellency, former President Muhammadu Buhari, from the United States Congress, Chairman Foreign Affairs, on this issue. This is the letter. Okay? Another letter was
the Chairman of the Foreign Affairs
United States Congress, Congressman Christopher Smith. Another letter was written to former Vice President, you know, Osibanjo.
Yes. Well, what were on what?
How to resolve the issue of this issue they call a human rights violation, that, you know, genocide, you know, the arms deal, just to have a wonderful, robust discussion, because they were interested in helping Nigeria. That was the reason why the former president said that we must follow this to the latter between NSA, myself, and others.
But what,
it never happened.
So
the only man,
why the only
man who did try his best was the former speaker.
Dogara.
Yes, Yakubu Dogara, former speaker of the House of Representatives during the 8th session.
So,
he was the only one. We traveled together to United States Congress, the speaker, Dogara. Now, he was known, the executive. If we have followed this thing, I don't think all this is happening here.
Before I go, I have to take a break. But why do you think there was this lethargy, you know, in the matter, as you said? Even when you were speaking with American, you know, Congress people, they were asking you, you mean you people have an ambassador?
Yes.
You know, so meaning that...
Even myself, I was shocked. So that means they don't know what, they don't know my brother, Mr. Yuri, is unfortunate. But what I'm saying is that where we are now, I don't want this government to be put in dark, you know.
But did you touch base?
Black, you know, in the black, you know, page, and try to derogate and to make it a derogatory statement to now say that this government is involved in the genocide activity.
No. Exactly.
I disagree in totality.
Exactly.
But we have to also prove, because it is the right of Senator Ted Cruz. I don't blame him in any form. He has been presented with this information. It is left for us to also tell our own side of the story. This is not the position of what is happening in Nigeria. Okay. We have a lot of clergymen, men and women of God in this country, the leaders. We have PFM, we have Khan. To involve most of them, bring them together. Some of the religious, some Muslims, we have some leaders. Let's come together and discuss, take a drastic position, you know, because these are serious issues.
Position. Take a very, very serious
These are the issues. Because if this country collapse, all of us will collapse. So if this country succeeds, it's all of us that will reap the benefit.
Exactly. You weren't able to somehow bring in this Mrs. Uzoma Emenike, who has been in office from 2021.
See, I don't want to, there are certain things I don't, because I'm on national TV. There are certain things I don't want to say.
Okay.
Because if I say it,
okay. Well, if in your judgment,
I am pained, I am sad the way things are going.
Yeah.
There are those that are saddled with responsibility, and they are not doing what they're supposed to do. Okay. You can't leave everything for Mr. President. President cannot be in Abuja, be in US, and be in London. These are the reasons. There are reasons why you have ambassador. We have an embassy that's supposed to help and report back. That's what I told you just now. When I was in the house, every other week,
I'm not sure.
The ambassador, United States ambassador, used to come to my office.
But I'm not sure
to
all
see
our embassies.
What is happening.
I'm not sure all our embassies are peopled by
we do have people there. But we have attaché.
I haven't. Yes.
We have attaché.
Yes, but I haven't heard of Dr. Mrs. Uzoma Emenike being recalled. She might have been, and they might have been quiet about it. I don't know. Okay, let me just quickly come back to. Good morning, Mr. Kesandu. Okay, I could hear you, but it was only a muffled sort of sound that came out. Can you?
Good morning. Good morning, Uncle Yuri, and good morning to your guest.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
Okay, please go ahead now. It's better.
Sir, please, I want us to be very straightforward in this, because everybody, both whoever that has lost his life or her life in this unfortunate incident happens in this country, they are Nigerians, they are brothers and sisters by virtue of being in Nigeria. So every life matters to us. Now, my take is this. The truth about it is that let's consider the number of Catholic priests that have been killed. I mean Catholic priests and churches. I'm just talking about just Catholics. And you will see, let us even assume that if, conditional word if, that probably is just in targeted at everybody. But when there is a ratio of 80-20, that means whoever that is even saying that it's a Christian genocide might not be very wrong. I said when there is a ratio of 80-20 or 70-30, the person might not be wrong. So for me as a person, I just can't believe that our government should up their game. We must swing into action to actually, by virtue being pragmatic, and not allow some of these things happen. We actually send the message. It's not even about speaking. I do not even expect our government to actually probably respond to some of these things. Let us respond by actions, by providing adequate security to some of these things, and make sure that it's curtailed, so that by 2026, when you look at it, you now see, okay, whatever happens between 2020 to 2025.
Okay, I think that call, we sort of lost it, but I mean, thank you very much for calling in.
Be able to get some,
yes, we were able to get stuff from what you were saying. Thank you very much for calling in. You heard his logic.
Yes, you know, Catholic priests have been killed. You know, imam have been killed. Muslims have been killed. Christian killed. For me, one individual killed is enough.
It's one too many.
It's one too many. So, and again, those that are involved in this atrocity, in this mayhem, when they are saying, well, he's a Fulani, he's Muslim, he's Christian, I am not interested in all that. What I want to say, if anyone that have committed crime, that have done the wrong thing, should be prosecuted, should face the wrath of the law. That's what I want to see. I think that's what the United States, that's what they want to see. People brought to book. That's what I want to see. So over the years, this problem didn't start today. It started since the inception of democracy under former President Obasanjo. Have we forgotten how OD, massacre, thief, Zakibian, people wiped out, is not in this country? I joined to protest against the injustice that was meted on the people. I didn't look at it whether it's a Muslim or Christian. I saw them as Nigerians. We are Nigerian. We have one family. So we should take this thing that, look, when you say a house divided can never stand, we must rise up to stand together as one family. Because the blood that flowed through me also flowed through Muslim or Christian or not pagan. So,
you know, well, you've been on this, as I've been trying to say, for quite a while, because it goes back to around 2014, when your very good self, you were part of a draft, either part of or you initiated it, something called the Congressional Nigerian Caucus.
Yes.
In the U.S. This goes back to 2014 because in that very year, the the U.S. Congress of the United States House of Representatives has thanked you and has sort of said that, look, it's done. It's a done deal. And indeed, there's somebody signing here, Sheila Jackson, member of Congress, co-chair of the Nigerian Congress. So you've been at it for a while. Tell me, and you know, we've also mentioned the fact that, well, when you look it up, and you have to look it up, you find that Mrs. Uzoma Emenike, Dr. Mrs. Uzoma Emenike, who was appointed back in 2021 by President Buhari, with concurrent responsibility, I understand, for Iceland as well. I haven't seen the news report that she's been recalled. So what do you think is going on? Why do you think there is a lethargy in feeling the urgency that you feel and that Dogara felt? But we said, but Dogara is not of the executive. Why do you feel that there was this lethargy? It concerns Nigerians.
Well, like I told you before, like I said, I have to be very mindful.
Oh, just hold it, please.
Because
I don't know why
there are certain things I'm holding on, because if I don't want to turn the whole table upside down.
Yet
but
the truth must be told.
We need to act swiftly, quickly, for us to present our case
before it gets
further Congress,
out of hand.
Before the Congress and the Senate of the United States.
Because the American president is mouthing these things that he has been told. Senator Cruz is also doing that.
No. Let me take that, correct that. Mr. President, I'm not speaking for President Trump. Donald J. Trump. I'm not speaking for him. I'm not his spokesperson. But I voted for him, and I don't regret doing that.
Oh, by the way, you are an American citizen. So that just explains what you just said as well.
There are certain reasons, criteria, what brought me to that conclusion that I should support him. And I campaigned for him. I did. And I don't regret doing it. He's only telling us to do the right thing. However, the problem, don't forget we have Chibok girls. Chibok girls issue happened in this country. The Boko Haram issue happened in this country. The insurgency happened in this country. During the period we were looking for arms, to purchase arms, Obama was president. I supported, a lot of Africans supported him. He never came to Nigeria. He never contributed anything to help to Kuchin to solve the problem of the insurgency. Rather, he stopped Nigeria from being able to acquire arms from the United States or across the globe. Guess what? It was Donald J. Trump that made it possible because there's a legal law at the United States Congress, go back to CPC, that on no account should Nigeria be able to purchase arms. Or even be supported in any form. But Donald Trump came to our aid.
Is that right?
We were able to purchase, that was the very first time Nigeria could purchase arms. The 12 Tucano, if you remember. At the time when former President Jonathan was in government, he couldn't. They stopped him. That's why they tried to make arrangement to buy arms from South Africa, and the plane was apprehended anyway. So that's a story for another day. But what I'm trying to tell you is that we need to tell our own story, present our case, just like every other person
has had the opportunity
to present to the Congress. There have been a lot of presentation at the U.S. Congress. Do you know what is appalling? Let me tell you what happened.
No, sorry, sir. I said Joshua in Irewolide has been waiting to join us. Yes, of course. Thank you very much for holding on, Mr. Joshua.
Good morning. And,
good morning.
Good morning to guest.
Okay.
Thank you.
I appreciate the fact that he's presenting the matter well and is representing Nigeria well. We need to speak up for our country. And when we do things like this, it has nothing to do with politics. I'm not interested in whether it's APC or PDP or anything. I am a Nigerian, and that is the number one thing that is important to me. And as far as I'm concerned, I have no country other than Nigeria. even if I agree.
Wow.
Well,
wonderful,
thank you very much.
Statement.
Yes, but as he said, what he just said was that he appreciates, the fact that you are presenting us well and are presenting the matter well. No, that's the essence of what we heard.
This is the truth. I'm just being factual. I'm putting the story the way it is. So, and when you look around, America was built by Americans. And it is Nigerians' right to build a better and greater Nigeria. If Mr. President succeeds, it is to the benefit of all of us. That is the truth. I was happy when the spokesman for the president, Dr. Daniel Bwala, he had a very wonderful outing
yesterday, I think.
There was stuff he did that he invited me. So, and I have to speak my mind.
Oh, okay.
To also let them know.
He was on television yesterday too.
Yes, so he's trying to present our own case, but it does not end here. It has to be done in the United States Congress. We need to present our own case.
Do those who are in charge know this?
Because they are trying, they are working. With the information I have, everybody is on board. They are working now harder than ever on this issue. So I'm not President Tinubu's spokesperson either. But the truth is that he is not the one that created this problem. He made this problem on ground from far back from former President Obasanjo till now. These problems have always been there. How do we get out of it? How can we come together? Those that are killing Nigerians, how do we deal with them? Can Nigerians fight? Can they fight with bare hands? At least they need the support of the international community for us to fight because this is such, this Boko Haram, these armed bandits, their weapon is even more sophisticated than even the military. So that is, the military have to be more empowered. They have to be more empowered to combat and face these bandits head on, taking them out. It's not about once they are killed, you start hearing Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch. Look, they are killing Nigerians now. When they are killing the military, nobody speak for no amnesty. None of them speak. Do you know how many military have been killed? Do you know how many police have been killed?
And that amnesty was not heard from.
We didn't hear from Amnesty and Human Rights Watch. I'm not saying that they have done some good, because I remember how they also supported me in the US. But the Amnesty and Human Rights Watch in Nigeria, in Africa, is different from that of the one in America.
Okay.
Because I believe there's compromise somewhere, somehow.
You've been... Mazi Okoroafo, good morning to you, sir. Mazi?
Good morning, sir.
Okay, good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, our guest.
Thank you. Good morning.
See, when we talk about the Senator Cruz issue on Fox Television, American television owned by the program, we should be looking at the issue of when you say genocide. There are different ways of genocide. It's not people tell you that in the BBC dictionary, it's when you take a bullet or anything and kill somebody, massacre, these are genocide. But the question is this. In Africa, we are talking about Nigeria. In Africa, there's no way you know. If you want to talk about genocide, look at what is happening in Sudan. People, they're within themselves, they're killing themselves because of other color or this. But in Nigeria, do you know that after the civil war down eastern Nigeria, my brothers, whether we like it or not, the killing day is every day. But is it the Muslim, is it the Christian? You see, like people, because land issue, people go and kill themselves. Is it a religious issue? Are they the military? Issue of brother and sister quarreling because of property, people are going to kill themselves. And is it Christian, is it Muslim? The question now in Nigeria, let us thank God for the world that the issue of killing people, that it should be stopped. Yes, issue of murder case, that short people should not be killed. Yes, human rights are taking that one. Agreed, because the Bible said the Ten Commandments, thou shalt not kill, is part of the Ten Commandments.
Yes.
And thou shalt not kill. When you carry something. There are little ways people talk about people that say somebody is in state of trauma. That is it not killing? But the question they are talking about carry bullet or kill. There are different ways people kill human beings. It's not a question of genocide. What we should be talking about in Nigeria today, sir, how Nigeria will say bye-bye to this issue of tribalistic and the language nonsense and not name them. This issue of indigenous and non-indigenous is creating a lot of problem in Nigeria. That's why it's a confusion. Do you know that the issue of land property, the issue of during farming season, thank God now is not farming season. Do you know that was the rate of killing that are not recorded, that are not even no record? No, tell me, who are the people responsible? Are they not the same people within themselves that are killing themselves? Brother will go and kill brother because he wants to collect property. Go to brother doesn't have somebody to go to that. These are the issues that people should be talking about, how to solve the problem. Not a question of carry bullet or no bullet. That is not the question of after the civil war. All are not well in the eastern Nigeria, whether they like it or not. Quote me anywhere that I said after the civil war, they have not settled the civil war. Because up to today, land case is still going on. Good morning, Mazu Crawford.
Okay. Good morning, Mazi Okorafo. It's actually quite a sensitive issue, and especially
very.
It would really.
But it's sensitive, but we must speak the truth.
We must speak the truth, but we especially, you know, what people are saying carelessly. For instance, some people, especially on social media, unfortunately, social media is a catch-all. They have turned this now into an ethnic thing. Whereas in the southeast there are Muslims, but it will be microscopic by way of percentage. You know,
there's also killing.
And there's also killing. Yes,
there's killing.
That's
in
the
the
point.
south.
That's the point that I was going to make. Exactly.
In southwest.
But some people.
But it is about we all coming together at the center. That this country belongs to all of us.
You know, you've been trying to hold some things. Because I was asking you,
no, I have to.
Why do you think there's this lethargy?
I have to hold
You are saying that, look.
There are certain things I don't want to bring to the table. I don't want to discuss because I don't want to turn the table upside down.
But you've just
when you are looking for peace,
yes,
you must have some reservation.
But you've
you see, this stomach, this
stomach
stomach is not only to eat, it's to keep some information.
But you've said that we must speak the truth.
Yes, I have spoken the truth to the best, but however, I still need to hold on to certain things that will not set the place ablaze. Because I want peace. I want, constructive criticism. Let's provide the best solution. That solution is what we are looking for. How do we now go to the U.S. to let them know, not just only U.S., the international community, that this is the true position, where you have Muslims, you have Christian leaders being part of it with, the executive. These are my own idea. I think the government, which I am part of, Nigerians, because it's our country. So everybody, like those who are the callers, because they have interest for making headway, having able to have a peaceful resolution. So that's what. So let's buttress our point to Senator Ted Cruz, Congressman, Christopher, Smith, and many other Republican and Democrat, both at the Congress and at the Senate. So because they are going to pass a resolution by the Committee of the Whole, before then, we must be able to articulate our position. These are the things that happen. Yes, people have been killed. Christians have been killed. Like I've said, no one soul is what? For us to just keep quiet. Talk less of having thousands and thousands of people killed. Who are those people responsible for this killing? Who are they? Are they Nigerians? Are they foreign bodies?
We're going
so the military have a lot to do. The government have a lot to do. But we must also join the government in this effort, because
the executive, we've run out of time, but
because if we keep on,
the executive,
pointing finger.
You didn't want to speak, but where Dr. Mrs. Uzoma Emenike, she was appointed to that place with concurrent responsibility for Iceland. We've not heard from her. Surely this must be the most important thing.
Well, Mr. Yori, I told you.
You don't want to.
I don't want to speak, and please.
You don't want to break the table.
I don't want to break the table. I don't want to turn the table upside down.
Okay.
I think, Mr. President, and those saddle responsibility.
Yes.
To please, those that are not working for the interest of Mr. President, that try to derail the will of Mr. President,
We really must go.
must be sent packing.
Must be sent packing. Thank you very much, EJ. Honorable Ehiozuwa Johnson Agbanayema is the Federal Commissioner, Code of Conduct,
Former member, House of Reps.
and former member of the House of Representatives. Thank you very